The air is thick with dust, a suffocating blanket that clings to every surface and fills every breath. It's a constant reminder of the chaos that has unfolded here. The smell of concrete, sharp and acrid, stings the nostrils. It's a scent that speaks of destruction, of lives shattered in an instant. A building, once a home, is now a tomb. Memories and dreams lie buried beneath the rubble, lost to the violence that has torn through this place. Men dig, their faces grim, their hands raw from the relentless effort. Each movement is driven by desperation, by the hope that they might find someone still alive. Every swing of the pickaxe, every heave of the shovel is a prayer for a miracle, for a sign of life amidst the devastation. A prayer for a miracle, a prayer that their efforts will not be in vain, that they will find someone, anyone, who has survived. A prayer for life amidst the rubble. They find a hand, then an arm. The tension is palpable as they work to free the trapped individual. A young man, his eyes closed, is pulled from the debris, alive. His survival is a beacon of hope in the midst of despair. A collective cheer rises from the dust, a fleeting moment of joy in a sea of despair. The search continues, for there are still many unaccounted for. There are others still trapped. The rescuers know their work is far from over, and they press on with renewed determination. Hope, though fragile, refuses to die. It is the thread that keeps them going, the light that guides them through the darkness of this tragedy. A child's toy, a teddy bear caked in dust, lies abandoned. A stark reminder of the innocence lost. Children, their eyes wide with terror, huddle close to their mothers. Their small bodies, too young to comprehend the horrors unfolding around them, tremble with fear. They are the children of Gaza. Born into conflict, their childhood stolen by bombs and bloodshed. They have never known peace, only the deafening roar of explosions and the heart-wrenching cries of grief. Their laughter, once the soundtrack of these streets, is now silenced by fear. The injured arrive in waves, carried on makeshift stretchers, doors ripped from their hinges, blankets stretched taut. The hospitals, overwhelmed and under-resourced, struggle to cope. Corridors overflow with the wounded, their moans a symphony of suffering. Doctors and nurses, their faces etched with exhaustion, work tirelessly. They are forced to make impossible choices, to prioritize the patients they can save, knowing that others will inevitably die. The weight of these decisions, the sheer scale of human suffering, leaves an indelible mark on their souls. Emergency workers, their faces grim, their eyes bloodshot, labor without respite. They are outmatched, overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the destruction. They lack the heavy machinery, the medical supplies, the tools they desperately need to save lives. Their hands, blistered and bleeding, are their only instruments. Their courage, their unwavering dedication in the face of unimaginable horror, is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. They are the unsung heroes of this tragedy. Section 5. The tools we are denied. The world watches. They see the images of devastation, hear the pleas for help. Yet the aid, the equipment, the life-saving supplies are agonizingly slow to arrive. Blockades, both physical and political, strangle the flow of humanitarian assistance. Every hour of delay, every shipment turned back, costs lives. The world's inaction, its failure to break down the barriers that perpetuate this suffering, is a stain on our collective conscience. It is a betrayal of the innocent, a condemnation of the suffering we allow to continue. Section 6. No sanctuary, no safety. There is no sanctuary in Gaza, no place where civilians, especially children, are safe from the bombs. Schools, hospitals, even UN shelters have been struck. The sanctity of life, the fundamental right to safety and security, are ruthlessly violated. Each strike, each shattered life, is a testament to the failure of diplomacy, the impotence of international law. The world stands by, paralyzed by indifference or complicity, as the cycle of violence continues unabated. Section 7. A mother's plea. A mother clutches the lifeless body of her child, her hands trembling as she holds onto the last remnants of her world. The dust and blood that cover them both are a stark reminder of the violence that has torn their lives apart. Her heart-wrenching sobs echoing through the ruins, a symphony of sorrow that pierces the silence of the devastated landscape. Each tear that falls is a testament to the love and dreams that have been shattered in an instant. Her grief, raw and primal, transcends language, transcends borders. It is a cry that resonates with every parent, every human being who has ever loved and lost. It is a universal language of pain and suffering, a shared human experience that knows no boundaries. It is a universal language of loss, a testament to the unspeakable cruelty inflicted upon the innocent. The ruins around her are not just physical, they are the ruins of dreams, hopes, and futures that have been mercilessly destroyed. "Why?" she cries, her voice hoarse with anguish. Her scream is not just a question, but a demand for justice, for understanding, for an end to the senseless violence that has claimed her child's life. What had my child done? Her voice breaks as she asks, her eyes searching the heavens for an answer that may never come. It is a question that demands an answer, a question that haunts the conscience of the world. It is a question that demands an answer, a question that haunts the conscience of the world. The faces of those around her reflect the same pain, the same unanswered questions, the same desperate need for peace. Yet the answers, if any are forthcoming, ring hollow in the face of such unimaginable loss. Promises of peace and justice seem distant and unattainable, mere whispers in the wind compared to the deafening roar of grief and despair that fills the air. Section 8. A cycle of suffering, unbroken. The bombs will fall silent, the dust will settle. But the echoes of destruction will linger in the hearts and minds of those who have witnessed the devastation. The world will move on, headlines will change, and the global focus will shift. Yet, for the people of Gaza, the reality remains unchanged. But the cycle of suffering in Gaza will continue. The pain and loss are etched into the very fabric of their daily lives. The physical and emotional scars run deep, a constant reminder of the horrors endured. Each scar tells a story of survival, of resilience, and of an unyielding spirit. The UN has called the situation in Gaza catastrophic, a humanitarian crisis of immense proportions. Aid trickles in, but it is never enough to heal the wounds or rebuild the shattered lives. Yet the root causes of the conflict, the political impasse, the historical grievances, the occupation, the siege, remain unaddressed. These are the chains that bind Gaza, preventing any real progress towards peace. Until these fundamental issues are resolved, until there is a genuine effort to address the underlying injustices, the people of Gaza will continue to pay the price. Their dreams and aspirations stifled by the relentless cycle of violence and despair. Their lives held hostage to a conflict they did not choose, a conflict that seems to have no end in sight. The world watches, but the cycle remains unbroken.